Did Carnival just give away their drinks package? The Jubilee gets some entertainment. Was Royal's Pizza-pocalypse just a distraction from what was to come? And is CookieGate the next cruising scandal? Ahoy, travelers. It's Amy with your weekly Cruise News Roundup. You're going to want to stick around until the end for breaking news on a huge glitch to Carnival's website and the drama unfolding around it. Before we get to the latest shakedown for passengers' hard-earned cash, let's talk about something that I and many others have been anxious to find out about, and that is who's going to be the cruise director for the Carnival Jubilee. Now, if you're unfamiliar with cruising on Carnival, you may not be aware of how important a CD is to a Carnival cruise. They are the heart of every Carnival ship. Having a dynamic CD can change the entire atmosphere of a cruise, and no one does cruise directors like Carnival. It was announced this week that the popular Kindle Fire would be the one to take the helm when it comes to keeping up with Jubilee's fun ship vibe. It's actually a huge deal and a big honor for a CD to be chosen to be the first one on a new Carnival ship. She's going to be joined by entertainment director Matthew Boyd, who is going to be in charge of all the entertainment. And while that's a really big job, it's one that's more behind the scenes, with the cruise director as the face of the entertainment department. Congratulations, Kindle Fire. Royal Caribbean pulled one over on the Loyal to Royal this week. While everyone was focused on whether or not they would start charging for pizza at Sorrento's, they ended up upping charges in multiple specialty restaurants, and they did it without any warning at all.
I am overwhelmed. Everything is changing, and it's simply too much.
Information started surfacing this week from people sailing on the Oasis of the Seas that prices in 4 specialty restaurants went up, and not just by a little bit either. Playmaker's Sports Bar significantly raised prices on a la carte items, with entrees going from $9 to $11.99, so $12. Popular items like wings went up 40%, nachos went up 50% or more depending on the type of nacho, and jalapeno poppers are now 60% more than they were before. These are not insignificant cost increases. Portside Barbecue was also hit with their signature combo going up 25%, and their sides Pitmaster faves going up almost 50% in cost. Royal Caribbean's popular Southern-style restaurant, the Mason Jar, went from $25 a person to $35, which is an increase of 40%. While prices at Azumi's Sushi also went up, it wasn't quite as rough, as costs were raised about $1 per item. While it isn't unusual that Royal would raise prices without any notification, it seems suspicious that they got everyone stirred up about paying for pizza just before they pulled the rug out from everyone with significant price increases somewhere else. Right now, the line is staying silent on these price increases, and guests are wondering if this is going to go fleet-wide, or if they're going to be seeing this more on ships like the Oasis and then the upcoming Icon of the Seas. I think everyone in the cruising community understands that cruise lines and companies suffered big time from the shutdowns. Billions of dollars were lost, and huge loans were taken out to keep these companies afloat. Many small cruising companies didn't make it. Now we, the consumers, are seeing part of the fallout from the debt that the companies have gotten themselves into. Someone has to pay the piper, and it's gonna be the consumer. Base costs have gone up, gratuities have gone up multiple times on almost every single line, and we're seeing the cost of many add-ons go up as well. I expect costs to go up some, both due to the economy and the shutdown, but 40 and 50% increases are pretty steep. If we saw increases like that to the cruise fares, I think the cruising industry would take a big hit.
Now that's a little too much.
There's already been a lot of talk on whether cruising is still the cost-effective vacation and it's always been, and if it's even possible to still get bargain cruises. And while I think that bargain cruises still exist, it's becoming a little bit more work to find them. I think cruise corporations are trying to find that line in the sand. How much can they push current cruisers, those loyal to their line, while also tempting in new cruisers? And those new to cruising aren't going to be complaining about the nickel and diming like the rest of us, because to them, it's always been this way. What do you think? Do you think that Royal intentionally distracted customers with Pizza-pocalypse? A couple of weeks ago, it was pizza on Royal Caribbean. This week, it's CookieGate on Celebrity. Guests on board the Equinox have reported that chocolate chip cookies, which could previously be found free at Cafe El Bacio, are now $2 plus a 20% gratuity, which adds up to $2.40 a cookie. Now, unless these are special gourmet cookies that blow away what was previously included, then this is just another hit to cruisers. Currently, there's no word on if there are still cookies available at the Ocean View Cafe buffet or not, and if there are still free cookies at the buffet, what will the quality difference be? Will the specialty cookies be better than what was previously available, or will they downgrade the buffet cookies? I can't imagine the blowback if all of a sudden they have boxed cookies at the buffet. Now, while I love cookies, I have never eaten a cookie on a cruise. I'm not sure why, probably because they're usually found at the buffet, which I do try to avoid as much as possible. But I can say one thing. Just like the pizza, I'm not paying extra for cookies. I don't care how amazing they are. I can bake my own cookies at home, and I'm actually a pretty good baker, so I doubt I'll miss out anyway. The other issue I have is the 20% gratuity they're charging. Why in the world is there a gratuity for a cookie? What's the charge for? Getting it out of the case and then handing it over to the customer? This is about as insulting as the flip of the iPad when you go to pay for a pickup order at your local restaurant, with their little tip thing right there. Please tip me. You didn't do anything. Maybe this is even worse because there isn't a choice on whether you tip or not. Now, I don't mind tipping for good service, but what exactly are we tipping for here? I am so excited for my future cruise on the Celebrity Apex. It will be our first cruise on a line that isn't what I consider a budget line. A little adult luxury is just what I'm looking forward to, but that cruise is over a year away, and I'm wondering what all is coming down the pipe before we actually step on the ship. How many more experiences that are currently included will be an extra charge by January of 2025. Charging for cookies isn't going to stop me from booking a line, especially as cookies aren't integral to my cruising experience. But is this just a test case for more to come? Remember, it wasn't that long ago that Princess announced they would start charging for previously included restaurants. And once one line proves that customers will pay for something, it's not long before other lines follow suit. Let me know in the comments your thoughts on these changes. How do they affect your future cruise plans? Comment below. Breaking news this morning is that Carnival had a glitch in their system last night and was allowing people to purchase a Cheers package, which is their alcoholic drink package, for the cost of just one night. This meant that people were getting huge discounts depending on how long the cruise was. One guy posted that the Cheers package was totaling up to just over $70 for a 14-day cruise. Now, he said he knew it's a glitch, so he didn't even bother to purchase it. Well, over on John Heald's Facebook page, there is a lot of discussion going on about whether or not Carnival should honor the glitch in the system. So John's post went like this. Good morning. Apparently there was some glitch last night with the Cheers package being offered online. This all happened while I was fast asleep because please remember I'm in the United Kingdom, so I'm not aware of what happened until the dozens and dozens of people have written to me. So please don't waste your valuable time in asking me because I don't know at this time of me writing this. As soon as my colleagues get back to me, I promise to let you know. Thank you so much for your patience, and I will do everything I can to help you as I always try to do. So can imagine poor John Heald, who is Carnival's brand ambassador, waking up to this, and then he's going to have to deal with this today because he's the face of Carnival for most people. He's the one that people go to for their problems or issues or find information out. So now everybody's waiting on him to find out what's going to happen. Do we get our discount honored? Not that it was an actual discount. So he also posted, can someone be specific, please, and kindly let me know what was offered, at what price was the Cheers program offered, please, and if anybody has a screenshot or any information, please share it below for me, and I'm very grateful. And then they did, and he said, thanks everyone, I'm discussing as soon as possible with the Beards. The Beards are the people in charge of Carnival, that's what he calls them. Now, I went through and I looked and I could find screenshots of people like, what their cart looked like and, congratulations, you purchased this and how much the total was. but I could not find anybody like posting before they purchased it or before it was put in the cart. I couldn't find a screenshot of that. When I went through, there was a lot of stuff to slug through, and I just didn't find that. So I'm not really sure exactly how it was worded, but apparently there was a lot of wording about whether it was you were just purchasing one day, and that seems to be part of the problem. Even after John Heald posted about the glitch, people in the comments were saying it was still active. I went and checked a couple hours later, and the option to purchase a Cheers package for our Jubilee cruise wasn't even available, so they've obviously taken it down to try to get it fixed. But the question is, what's Carnival going to do? I went through, I had to read these comments, of course. Some people were saying exactly that it looked like it was just for one day. So it looks like you can only use it for one day. When you look at it, it says it's a per person per day price. The glitch comes when you add it to your cart. It does not extend it to the number of days of your cruise. So that's how it works. Like when you look at it, and like I said, I could not get it to pull up because I was going to screenshot that and show you what it looks like before you purchase it and what it should look like. And what it should be is that it says, okay, this is $59 per person per day. But then when you put it in your cart, it totals that up. Like for however many people you purchased, you know, how many people are in the room, how many people 21 and over are in the room, times the number of days of your cruise. And so it should add up to however much that is. And what was happening was I think, based on what I could figure out from the comments, is that when people were putting it in their cart, it wasn't totaling up. It was just doing $59 plus tax and gratuities. So let's look at the comments about whether or not Carnival should honor this. We purchased it, but plan to anyway. Oh, please, people. The word is not anyways. It's anyway. There is no S on it. This is a huge... Never mind. If it changes, I'm fine with that. It does show what the price is. I just totaled wrong in the final total, so I wouldn't think you have to honor that. So another person saying it's just not totaling it up in the cart. Well, we understood, so hope you can understand us and honor it, please. This was a nice conversation. I had it booked but wound up canceling it. I was too afraid our cruise would be canceled somehow as a result. Not sure why anyone would think that Carnival would honor this. The glitch said that the price was for one day and then never promised it would cover the entire cruise. And I almost wonder if this is like let's say you go on Amazon and you try to buy 5 of a product. You want 5 of them. So you do your little drop down, you click 5. But you know, on the page, it just shows, oh, this is $20. But you know that when you get to your cart, it's going to take that 20 and multiply it by the 5 or however many you purchased. And I think that's what's going on here, is that it just didn't multiply it. So someone commented back and said, Royal Caribbean had something similar 2 years ago and they honored it. And she said, yes, but it also didn't just say one day, it said for the whole trip. This was brought up by several people, and multiple people posted their screenshot from when I guess they had this happen on Royal. And back in 2019, it looks like they had mispriced their beverage package and did it for $18 a day instead of $55 a day. And so it's a different situation, but they did honor it. And so people are saying, look, Royal honored their glitch, you should honor yours. Other commenters said, now all these folks that took advantage of the glitch in the system know that's the same thing as stealing. It's maybe going a little far, but I understand what they're saying. They know that the true price of those glitched out prices. What if the glitch in the system happened to them and their bank paid the charges that the glitch caused from their checking accounts? Are they going to want those to be honored too? I mean, it was a glitch. They're entitled to it, right? This is a good point to bring up. If the glitch had gone the other way, if you thought you were buying something for $60 and it charged you 60 times 10, would you want to pay $600? It was a glitch. You should honor it. You should pay it. So I see where this person is coming from. People who are demanding it be honored deliberately try taking advantage of the situation. It clearly says per person, per day, and everyone knows it. Quit trying to be a thief and pay what you owe. And I do think that's how this is different than the Royal Caribbean situation. So everyone's saying honor the computer glitch, but a couple weeks ago I got a casino offer as a glitch and everyone jumped all over me saying glitches happen and it was obviously a mistake. You know, that's what happens in these social media comments. People, they just go back and forth. It doesn't matter what you post, you're gonna have haters either way. I'm anxious to see what the outcome is on this, and if they honor it, I'm going to be really bummed that I didn't notice the glitch last night when I was staying up late waiting for the site to allow me to check in for our cruise in 2 weeks. By the way, I got us a 10:30 a.m. slot. Sweet! So I'm glad I did stay up, even though it was rough due to my turnaround from working the overnight shift and then only getting like a 2 or 3 hour nap instead of a full night's sleep. So I was tired. I can see this situation going either way. It was obviously a glitch in the system, not an intentional sale, so Carnival has every right to say, oops, sorry, but we're voiding out all the purchases. However, Royal Caribbean set the bar pretty high when they honored their drink package. However, it's a different situation. It's really not apples to apples, even though they were both drink package glitches. I would love to know if anyone got this amazing deal and what your take is on this whole situation. It's very possible that by the time I get this video uploaded, Carnival will have come out with a statement about all of this, but when they do, I'll post it in a daily news short for everyone. So be on the watch for that, and the best way to do that is to subscribe with the notification bell on. Don't forget to like this video, and why not even consider sharing it? All of these options are free for you, and it really helps out a growing channel. Why not stick around and check out this video and then come back for more information designed to help you have an amazing cruise. Have a blessed week, everyone.